Okay, thanks everybody for coming back. So we're going to have our little unit exam, unit test, or quiz, whatever you want to call it, on all of these lessons, okay? These are not specific to one state. These are mostly all over federal, the nationwide. So it should help you when you're getting ready to take your test. If any of these things you need to review and you're totally lost, then go back and look at the videos, okay? I can't promise you I'm going to pass this on the first time. This is my first time taking this. Okay, where can an agent report an antitrust violation? Okay, Citizens Complaint Center of DOJ's Antitrust Division. And you can Google that because I have no idea where that is. Which of the following is an example of price fixing? Okay. I think this one is. I'm not sure about this one, but I'm going to guess this one. If it's not this one, it would be this one at the top. We'll find out if we get it right or not. Okay, Acme Realty offers discounted services. Berringer Realty and Hawthorne decide not to show any Acme's listing to prohibit the showing from Acme buyers to drive out Acme business. I think it's group boycotting. Which of the following is a possible outcome if a brokerage is found guilty of violating an antitrust? The brokerage may have to sell its assets. The brokerage may be required to 10% of its the brokerage listing fees may be 8% of its former. No, the brokerage has to undergo court-ordered supervision for 10 years. Once a week, somebody's got to come in and watch how they perform their business. Which of the following is an example of illegal market allocation? So I believe it's this. You divide the city in half and each person agrees to just work in their part of the city. Two large brokerage firms agree to lower their commission rates at the same amount, approximately 1% less than the other firm. After extensive marketing of their no lower rate, the two firms begin to see an increase in their number of listings they receive, costing their competitors a substantial amount of money. What about the situation makes it a per se antitrust violation? The agreement between the two firms? I'm guessing here. I'm thinking that's correct. Because if it's an agreement, then... Which type of antitrust violation occurs when real estate firms agree to divide their market so they don't compete with one another? I think it's market allocation. 5 competing licensees in the same area agreed to cooperate in setting a standard for commission rates in their area. This makes them guilty of a per se antitrust violation. What is a per se antitrust violation? No intent needs to be proven. Okay, I'm guessing. 4 brokerage firms operate in the same small city as the Jackson firm. All the firms charge approximately the same listing commission, pay approximately the same cooperating commission to the selling broker. The commission splits within each firm are also similar. Is this an antitrust violation? Why or why not? I don't think it is. I don't know, but I don't think it is. Several brokerages in a certain area agree to stop running advertisements in a local publication. I think this is an antitrust violation, but I don't know what it would be called. Might be tie-in arrangement. A consumer is moving to a new area and uses social media to try and line up real estate professionals. He asks how much he'll need to pay his licensee, and one firm he contacts tells him all licensee in the area charge at least 2%. I'm thinking price fixing. Which of these examples of antitrust violations are common to real estate? Tie-in arrangements, market allocations, and group boycotting. All right, let's see if we passed. We did pass. Yay! So this will be not a long video, thank God, right? If you need to take any screenshots, be sure and do that. We did get 2 wrong, and I like to go see which ones I got wrong. It'll tell you what the right answer is, too. So let's go and look at these. And if you want to take any screenshots, be sure and do that. These may be examples of the types of questions that you get on your exam. Because normally they will give little scenarios and you have to figure out what it is. So you try and review these types of exam videos that I put up. Because I put up one from each unit. When we finish, you're going to see an exam, and I'll title it in the title, either quiz or exam, and you should go through them and review them questions. And if you can't look at it, at least listen to it, right? The way we learn is we learn by looking, by listening, and by writing things down. So if you do all 3 of these things, and you do them repetitively, like repetition, you will remember a lot of this stuff. So you just keep, when I have an interview, I'm getting ready for an interview, and the way I prepare for an interview is the same kind of way I prepare for a test, because it is kind of like a test. So I go through a bunch of questions. I'll write things down. I'll review it. I'll listen to videos. I take down notes, and I'll repeat it over and over and over. And after like 50-some interviews that I have had, I almost pretty much have it memorized, because I've been doing this a long time. That's why I offer mock interviews, because I feel like I'm a professional at doing interviews, because I've done so many of them. But going off this rabbit trail here, I'm just trying to give you an example of what will help you to remember. And these kind of videos and things will help you remember. You just keep reviewing these. And even if you want to write it down, write down the questions without the answer and see if you can remember the answer. Taking screenshots, email the screenshots on your phone to yourself, print them out, and then go and review them that way. That way you don't have to type it all out. That could be another way of helping you study for these things. Because it's kind of hard to remember the difference in between all these antitrust violations, because a lot of them are pretty similar to one another. But I guarantee you're going to have some of these on the test. And this is an example of the way they're written too, by the way. They're going to give you these little scenarios here. And you're going to have to figure out which one it is. And I really have no way of remembering all of this other than to keep reviewing it. All the videos in this unit are pretty good and explain everything and break it down pretty well. So if you do all the lessons and keep reviewing all the videos in this little unit, you should have this down, for your antitrust. And if you've already taken the test and failed it, then you already know that this is a section you need to work on. Then that's how you do it, okay? You just keep reviewing it. Okay, this one we got wrong here. So the answer is correct because it is not an antitrust violation. But the fact that the firm's commission rates and splits are similar doesn't necessarily mean they're agreeing to fix those values, which is true, because a lot of these places have a lot of the same commission rates and splits. So that's why I totally agree with that. Which other one do we get wrong? This one here. Okay. So several brokerages, okay, because it's several brokerages, that's why it's group boycotting. So if you have anything that says several brokerages on the test, then you know it's probably group boycotting. A consumer is moving to a new area and wants to use social media. It's called price fixing when you tell them that everybody is offering at least 2%. Now this may be true, but you can't go around telling people this, okay? Because usually everybody pretty much has the same commission in the area, and what you're saying may be true, but it makes it sound like we got price fixing going on, and we probably don't. It's just that that's just the way it is. Everybody charges around too. So you don't want to be saying this to anybody. Don't give anybody anything like this over the phone for sure. They might be taping you and then report you for an antitrust violation. So you got to be really careful about that kind of stuff. All right, which of the following examples of antitrust violations are common? And the main ones that we have talked about here are tie-in, market allocation agreements, and group boycotting. Okay. I thank everybody for staying with this entire section. We're going on to section 7, which is land use and controls, and this is entire country. This is not one specific, it says a specific state here, but this is for the entire country. If it's specific to a state, I will let you know, but normally it's for the entire country, okay? So don't let this dissuade you from coming back and reviewing this, because it's not. I mean, and this is a very short section that's coming up. There's only 2 lessons in it. It's going to be very short. I have no idea what this is about, but it might be good to know. It might be good to review. And I will see you all in the next video.